Bombe di calciomercato. We said it when Donnarumma left Milan. You can't buy class. Why? The way he left, the way he just let the team hang there. Everybody was very upset. And all of a sudden, PSG doing the same thing to Donnarumma. And you can say the same thing about PSG. Right now, they're not being very respectful and showing a lot of class towards a goalkeeper that allowed them to win the Champions League. Because if the game against Inter was a complete blowout and they deserved to win, in the semis and the quarters, Gigio had to make some very good saves to keep them in the games. And to just get rid of him and put him out of the squad, not even put him on the bench for the Supercoppa game, seemed a bit harsh. Let's be honest, it seemed a bit harsh. If we reconstruct based on his agent's words today, Raiola, he said that originally they spoke with PSG. Donnarumma said and made it clear that he wanted to stay in Paris. He was willing to accept a reduced salary to stay at PSG. They said eventually PSG came back and they sort of changed the original offer that Donnarumma was willing to accept. Based on that offer, they decided to wait and talk to PSG after the Champions League, probably thinking that if they did well, they could reignite something with PSG or maybe work something better to the original terms. Apparently they didn't. And so apparently what he said is that they informed PSG that they were going to wait out the contract and then move on next season. PSG, of course, being PSG, said absolutely not. And so what did they do? They go buy Chevalier from Lille, 40 million euros, a fantastic young goalkeeper showing some amazing thing last season, was actually on Milan's radar a couple of seasons ago when they were thinking of maybe replacing Magnan. He comes in. Luis Enrique, when they do the presentation, when they showed the kid, the rest of the PSG management, they say, you know what, we needed a goalkeeper that had a different playing ability, that was better with his feet. Sort of a little jab at Gigio, because we know that Gigio can't play with his feet for the life of him. That's not his strong suit. And then what happens? Supercoppa comes. They don't even call Gigio to be on the bench. He's completely left out. And Luis Enrique comes out and says, yeah, it was my decision. We decided to go towards Chevalier, and that's how we're going. Nothing against Donnarumma. He's a fantastic kid, fantastic player. However, we just decided to move on from him. Okay, but you could have at least put him on the bench. Like, I understand that you spent 40 million euros for Chevalier. You think he brings something different to the team. Fine, you're allowed. But you could have been a bit more respectful with the player that made you win the Champions League 3 months ago. And so even Marquinhos came out today and said, you know what, it's only business, there's nothing wrong, but why are you even interfering in this? Why are you even making comments? Did something happen in the locker room? That doesn't make sense to me. And so now apparently there's maybe a triangle. There's Premier League teams looking at him. There's a Manchester City that's very interested. Why? Because Galatasaray might want Ederson, and so Manchester City would replace him with Gigio Donnarumma. PSG want 50 million euros for him. Don't forget, they didn't pay a penny for him. When he left Milan, they got him for free. So we'll see what happens. Not too many days left till the month of August. There's only like 20 days left. And so, what are we today? The 12th? Nah, there's less than 20 days. 19, 18 days, whatever the hell it is. And so they're going to have to figure something out, because if you keep him on the bench till next year, I don't think it's the best idea. And to keep him on the bench or the stands, if he's not happy, if he's not playing, not the best thing. And I got to be honest, even for Italy, you want your goalkeeper, your number one goalkeeper, to be playing somewhere. But not only because he's the number one goalkeeper for Italy. Guys, he's one of the top 10 goalkeepers in the world. Donnarumma is a very good goalkeeper. I can't stand him, the way he left Milan, whatever. But you can't deny his technical abilities. Like, he's a good goalkeeper. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. Donnarumma in plenty of trouble.